So, Threema, where do we start?
2012.
Okay, 2012, when the world was still an okay place. Switzerland was a tennis nation. Brad and Angelina were engaged, and this guy was just an obnoxious television personality from New York. But even back then, one thing had already gotten out of control. The lack of security in digital communication. With just a little IT knowledge, a person's mobile messages could be tapped. But three Swiss blokes believed in a thing called privacy, and they decided it was time to fight for it. So they developed an app. Yeah, which to be honest, everybody was doing in those days. But this was a very special app. The idea was actually pretty simple. Seriously secure messaging. So secure that even this guy wouldn't be able to hack it. Now all they needed was a good name. And since the three founders didn't have any budget to hire some flashy agency to come up with a new brand, they just called it End-to-End Encrypted Messaging Application. In short, EMA. And because that would have been the worst company name of all time, they started looking for another one, and they noticed those three E's hanging on the wall. And as luck would have it, the founders were also a group of three. Brilliant. Trios had always made an impact in the past, hadn't they? And that's how Threema came into being, a company name that, to be honest, a lot of people had a problem with.
Threema.
Terma.
Terma.
Trauma.
Terma.
Trema.
Threema.
Anyway, the app struck a chord, and in just a few weeks, it had 250,000 users. 2 years later, when the world's biggest social media network bought the world's biggest messenger app, people in that world started fearing even more for their privacy and took shelter in Threema's securing arms. Because while the most popular messengers claimed to be free, their users were actually paying for the service with their data. Threema users, on the other hand, paid the price of a coffee up front to download the app. A messenger which would leave no data traces and could be used completely anonymously. Soon, 2 million people trusted the safety of Threema. That's as many as, for example, the population of Guinea-Bissau. By the way, the number of Threema users in this African country, famous for its delicious cashews that look like tiny Smurf houses, is probably 0.
We don't know that.
Okay, where were we?
Security.
Yeah, exactly. So Threema's servers were located in 2 highly secure data centers in Zurich, Switzerland, and not somewhere in the desert, or worse, the land of opportunity. The number of users continued to increase. Companies and institutions relied on the app. Automobile manufacturers, airlines, banks, even the German Chancellor and the Swiss government.
Was haben Sie für ein Handy?
Das ist ein normales iPhone und Threema ist auch drauf, wo man sicher Nachrichten verschicken und telefonieren.
And also the Swiss Army. Recently, Threema became open source. Now everyone could experience the app's magnificence in all its detail. The number of users cracked the magic mark, and the founding trio has grown into a team of over 40 allies. Are we done now? Is that it?
That's it.
Good.